science, mostly physical science and biology at McDowell Early College. And Erin and Sandy asked me to talk to you about how I use Google Apps in my class. So kind of the centerpiece of all this is the class website, and it's made out of a Google Sites. And what I have here is not really like a list of all the homeworks for the days or whatever, but it's a list of all these resources that the kids can use. And some links, I'd say about 60% of the links we actually use in class, and then the others is really just extra practice, or this is a way one website explains it, or this is an animation that could help you understand, whatever. It's something that they could use to study from. It's been a big advantage, especially in physical science class, because a lot of times we do experiments in class and you don't always get the perfect data that shows exactly the trend that you want. So I use a lot of the simulations that I found online, and they kind of help the students see, like, in a perfect world, this is what's supposed to happen. So it's been great. I'll give you an example. I'm going to my physical science energy, waves, and heat unit, and actually create waves on here. And what I had them do, like, to learn what amplitude was, I told them to set everything the same as I had it, leave everything normal, and then just play with the amplitude to turn it down really low and see what happens, turn it up really high and see what happens. And in this way, you lead them to a definition of what amplitude actually is, instead of just telling them what it is. Okay. So the beauty of being one-to-one with the computers is not only that you get to use the computers to do things you used to do on paper, but it can change the way you actually teach your class and design activities for your class. One example that I've had many times is you tell them to work as in groups or with a partner, and they always raise their hand and they ask you, do you want us to turn in one sheet of paper or two, or one for every person? And there's benefits to both, but with the Google Docs now, and if every student has an account and can kind of log in, they can collaborate online. And so really they only turn in one thing to me, but everybody has a copy of that document for their notes. So when you go to the homepage of my Google Sites, I've embedded a class blog from blogger.com. And how this works is that every student is assigned a week that they're in charge of blogging. And I have two requirements for the blog. One is that they describe things that we actually did in class. And in that way, it's kind of a running history of my classes. And then the other requirement is they tell me what they learned from these activities and what they learned throughout the week. And that part is, I found, really good for them to summarize and really kind of personalize what they learned. And it sticks with them a lot better. The students have different ways of doing this. Every one of my periods has somebody assigned for that week. And some like Amarani right here, she does a day by day. On Monday, this is what we did, this is what I learned. I tell them for that week they're welcome to take pictures, and they can put their pictures in there, or if they want to put any of their student work, I've scanned their artwork before, and then they can upload, or I'll upload it for them. And here's what we did on Tuesday, here's what we did on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then some people, like the next one, Josh Coffin, he kind of just writes about his favorite thing that they did that week, and that's okay too. It's really up to them.
The purpose of Miss Chang's blog is so that everybody can just focus and I learn from it, and then she has it on the website to where everybody, even people that aren't in our class, can go over and look and see what we had blogged, and they can learn stuff too. When she first asked me to do the blog, I was pretty excited, so I paid attention during class, and since I was writing everything that we did each day, it helped me to remember stuff, and then I did good on my test, and it made me remember everything. And we used teddygrams, like the ones with their arms that were up were the ones that got eaten, and then we were the little monsters that got to eat. And then I took pictures and stuff of everything, and it just made the whole process of learning about natural selection fun. Knowing that other students were going to read my blog definitely made me be more like cautious of like what I was writing, and I just wanted to make everything good because they can also comment on your posts like other students. So